All right, and checking out the GUI, you immediately notice that's a very attractive GUI, kind of black, kind of stealthy for the Lavish HD sound design. Contact 5.6 expansion plus the wave format. So, it's a double threat. You're getting the power of contact, combined with, the wave files. If you do want to, take the wave files, edit them, put them in other, DAW programs, things like that. We don't have a problem with that. All right, so one of the things you immediately notice is you see the big GUI knobs here for bass, mid, and treble. Now, what we wanted to do was we wanted to give the producer total control over the mix. Now, we could have took a shortcut. We could have said, hey, let's just put a simple Contact 5 EQ3 on here, which basically is going to, play with your ears because you're going to be, adjusting the frequency gain for the bass frequency, the mid frequency, the treble frequency, which sounds good and might make sound incredibly loud, which is something you can do if you want. I mean, if you want to hit the wrench icon here, go under the hood, and you want to add that on there, go ahead. I can tell you right now, as from a sound designer standpoint, it's definitely going to make your sound a lot more louder. But we felt we wanted to give a more accurate EQ here, something more true to a producer's workflow. So when you're in your mix, you want to have something more accurate. And that was something that I, had to emphasize and stress because I didn't want to take any shortcuts when it comes to compromising, people's mixes and things of that nature. We want to have it, a very user-friendly GUI, unlike our Illmatic drum machine, where we have pages and pages and super complex, EQs for every single pad and drum pad and things like that. We wanted to make something a little bit more simpler. We had, some producers that was hitting us up and it was like, can you guys make like a little simple, GUI for Contact, and I've been dwelling on it for a while. I said, hey, why not? And we came up with this. So, yeah, you have your filter here, which is great for trap music and things of that nature. When you want to filter, your sounds, you have a filter knob here. You can turn that, on or off. When it's off, of course, it's going to bypass that. You can get in there, and just, adjust your filter, the cutoff. The reverb bypass is here, on and off. That's there as well. And of course, right here, you can, adjust your mid, your treble, things of that nature. One of the cool things about the kit itself, as you can see right here, here's the drum kits. Okay. As you can see right here, we have, I think, over 18 drum kits to get you started. Now, you're not limited to this. I mean, you can come in here, and being that we have the wave format files in here, if I open this up here, as you can see there, you're free to go in there, grab them samples. If you want to create your own drum kits here and then save the NKI, it's no problem. The only thing is when you save your sounds, just make sure that you save them as a patch. You don't want to save them as a patch with samples, because what happens is you're just going to have folders upon folders upon folders, and you don't want to do that because you'll bog your computer down. So if you're saving kits, save with patch only. And from that point, it just utilizes the sounds that's in these folders, and you basically get these NKI files here, and you're good to go. So again, right there's your kits. We have ambient kits, we have trap kits, we have urban hip hop kits, sound design, 808 kits. If you want to get in there, do your sound design for your 808s. We have pitch kits. The pitch kits are basically kits that are pitched, over different octaves, like different hi-hats, to give you more like a more of a humanized feel. We have those kits in there. And again, different various 808s. And it's not just drum kits, guys. I mean, the drum kit sounds in here are incredible. You're going to hear that right away. For example, I'm not going to do a lot of them because, people have samplers and stuff like that. I don't want to give, everything away. But just for example, and that's just me playing a couple of keys right quick. Because again, I don't want to give it away all for free. But as you can see right there, it's very easy to play, and it's also velocity sensitive. As you can see right there with the kick. Let's go ahead and jump over to the instruments here. Now, here's the instruments. Again, we have the wave files in there also. Now, you immediately notice that you have, a slew of 808 instruments. You have various instrument types and different generics. Whenever you change the drum kit, what happens is you have a generic icon here that'll let you know what you're in. For example, let's say if I take this 808 instrument here, drop it right there, what happens is When I click yes here, you immediately notice that this drops over to a hip hop generic, letting you know that this is a hip hop style based instrument. So let me grab another one just to give you an idea. Lavish Instruments. This is some of his custom 808 bass design. If I grab another bass string here, you see it jumps into a bass generic right there. So it's letting you know what genre you're in. So when you're dropping your instruments, whenever you're making your beats, you know exactly what you're looking for and what's going to be, more beneficial to your style, of music. I'm going to kill this icon here because I'm not going to need that. And I did prepare a demo in the background just so you can demo some of the sounds. We're going to get into that. Again, let's check out some of the instruments. Again, you have your 808s, various different bass instruments. You have your strings. You have different bells. For example, here's a filter bell, MPC 60 bass, which is in the sound design process. The bass was actually, it went through a certain chain order to give it a really deep, rich bass. You immediately notice that, and it's ran through the MPC 62 to give it that vintage warmth and punch to that bass. You have cellos. You have orchestral stabs. You have orchestral strings. You have your plucks. Again, we have some bugged out names on there, such as pluck duck, because it's just, nicknames. That's obviously, a pizzy string, a pluck. All right, so you have different synths, the space synths here. Thump bass, man, that thump bass is wild. We have a wacky piano, which is just kind of like a detuned, crazy piano, getting crazy with sound design to give you just some unique blends. You also notice when you play the kit, you're going to tap on some of the keys and they have like built-in like delay effects. Some of the sounds have like built-in delay effects there. You'll immediately notice that as well. We have XP80 pluck, obviously from the infamous Roland. So that's a sound design preset there. Jam bass, we got quad bass, resampled ASR 10 bass, different sound design bells, orchestra brass, things of that nature, as well as some Moogish bass here. So again, everything you need in one package with the power of a contact. So it's 32, 64-bit compatible for Mac, PC. You have the AAX format, and Native Instruments will always be updating Contact. Again, this is for a Contact 5.6, the full version. If you have the Contact free player, you will get the timeout message. We just feel as a company, we don't think that it's feasible for us to pay Native Instruments $1,500 per serial, because that's the going rate per serial, so that you can have a little library icon here and activate it with serial. We're like, why even bother with that? This works without even having to go through the service center, without having to go through the hassle of this, that, activate this, activate that. No, you just simply go up under here under your file tab, and you go to the Lavish Drums folder, which is right there, and boom, you're ready to go. You got everything you need. Okay, and when you click on your drum kits, again, it's just simple as, drag and drop like this here. Okay, so that, that's all it is. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the demo. We're going to check out some of the sounds. And what I did right here is I prepared a little song right here. This is kind of like a trap music song. Yeah, I know some of you guys are like, oh, what are you doing making trap? But yeah, I just felt I wanted to, just add a little swag, a little vibe to it. And you can see right here I have some MIDI files which I was tweaking out, just to demo the track. We're using the Lavish Drums HD as the sound design foundation with these MIDI notes. So if you got some MIDI patterns and stuff like that you want to use with this, it's ready to rock. So let's go ahead and check it out. Rewind that and let's get into the demo. All right, so there you go, checking out some of the sounds from it. And I actually did make a mistake in there because this kit here was supposed to be on there. So this track right here was left out of the demo. That should have been in there. So let me go back and all right, and we're getting some really high CPU usage here because I'm running the Camtasia program along with, I'm just using a simple USB microphone as a sound card right now. So, you know, with these instances of Contact Open, you know, I would probably have to, you know, use my sound card, adjust the buffer, or, you know, use the core audio, which probably work better. Because this microphone right here, to be honest, this microphone ain't SH that. You know, this microphone ain't nothing. So, not CPU intensive. Again, this is something that, you know, you'll have, you know, in your lab for a lifetime, something that's very beneficial. You know, again, you have an onslaught of sounds, instruments, as well as bass and things of that nature. So it's definitely worth the money. You head over to www.vipsoundlab.com and pick up your copy today, and you'll be glad that you did. And man, let me tell you, man, these sounds in here bang. And what more can I say, man? It is a beast. So, you know, if you guys are looking for something, you know, that's really fast, easy as far as it goes to your drum kit, something that's not CPU intensive, something that is pre-made, you know, prefabricated, such as your drum kits, your instruments and things of that nature. You guys are ready to go out the box. So that's pretty much it. Your boy Fontaine, VIPSoundlab.com, checking out the Lavish HD Sound Design Contact 5.6 expansion and wave format drum kit. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.